Today I'm sharing my all drugstore routine for dewy makeup in winter. This is great if you have dry skin but you really want to get that glow going on. I personally have combo skin, so I'll be adding in a couple tricks so that you don't get too dewy. All of these drugstore products work together beautifully to create this smooth, healthy look that will have people envying your skin. If you're new here, hi, I'm Miranda. Welcome to the channel where we talk all things budget, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slash Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. All right, let's just jump into this dewy makeup routine. When it comes to glowy makeup, especially in winter, skin prep is essential. First of all, I've been using a vitamin C serum daily. This is the one from Pixi. I'm almost done with it. I really like this serum. However, if you are going for a vitamin C product, I would try to avoid dropper style packaging because with vitamin C, it oxidizes quite quickly. And once it oxidizes too much, then it becomes kind of ineffective. So with dropper style packaging, as soon as you open it, it's gonna start oxidizing every time you open it and use it. You're getting air in there. With that said, vitamin C is great for brightening the skin. It's also great for acne prone skin, and it helps moisturize. And just a little tip when using serums, you want to let it set a little bit before you move on to moisturizer. And for my moisturizer, I am still using the Neutrogena Bright Boost Moisturizer. Not only does this add instant radiance, but it also has SPF 30. SPF is important year round, so please make sure that you're integrating it into your skincare routine. So this is a brightening moisturizer, and it gives the same effect as if you added highlighter drops to any other moisturizer. It has very fine micro shimmer that gives a super radiant appearance that does show up under makeup. All right, my face prep is done. Now, if you watch this channel regularly, you probably know that I have hopped off of the face primer wagon. It's a product I don't use anymore, so I'm just gonna jump into foundation. So I want to give you two drugstore foundation options for a healthy, dewy, glowy look. Now, if you want a natural radiance, but you don't wanna look too shiny, then I suggest the good old favorite Neutrogena HydroBoost foundation stick. Such an easy product to swipe on and blend out, and you don't end up with a very heavily dewy feel or look. It's more of a subtle glow, so good for everyday wear. But for this video, I want to demonstrate my favorite dewy foundation, which is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir. This is great when you do want to have that really supple, dewy skin look, but without the heavy feeling. So I'm going to start off with one even layer, blending it out with a sponge. This particular foundation has medium buildable coverage, so your skin does show a little bit through it, and if you need more coverage, you can either add concealer or build this up just a tad. I am gonna add a little bit of under eye concealer. This is the Believe Beauty You're Covered Liquid Concealer. This is the Dollar General makeup line where nothing is over $5, and their skin products are actually really great. I'm just gonna add this right under the eye area. Now, this shade is typically my skin shade, but I'm still pretty tan from Jamaica. So that just gives us a little bit of brightness, and we have a natural skin finish coming from that concealer. So it's not super dewy, not adding a ton more shine, but it blends into the foundation really nicely. Now, I am a combo skin girl. It definitely leans way more dry in winter. In fact, I often end up with eczema patches on my skin this time of year. I do still have to be a little bit mindful of my T-zone. So I'm personally going to powder my T-zone as well as my under eye area to set the concealer. This is a step you may or may not have to do depending on your skin type, but I wanna look glowy. I don't wanna look like a sweaty hot mess by midday. So I'm using the Coty Airspun powder. So I'm just going to dab that on my forehead, on the sides and under my nose, and then down onto the chin. At this point in my makeup routine, I usually apply my brow product, so I'm just gonna do that really quickly. To maintain this smooth skin radiant finish, I am gonna be using a lot of cream products on the face, starting with Cream Contour. So this is another Physicians Formula Organic Wear product. It is the Sculpting bronzer, and I've been loving this. It is so easy to blend out on the skin. It is seamless. So I just kind of go in and pat it in upwards motions because we definitely don't want to bring the cheekbones down, and it just blends so easily. So depending on how much you apply, how much you blend it out, you can either have it looking Kim K strong, or you can blend it to be a little bit more subtle and natural. We're kind of in the middle here. For blush, I'm using another cream product so that we add to the glow instead of dulling it with powder. This is the Honest Cream Blush. So I just dab it along my cheeks, kind of focusing most of the color towards the perimeter of my face and then bringing it inward. I feel like cream contours and blushes can be a little bit intimidating because they typically go on with a lot of pigment. These two products that I just used, I feel like are a little bit more foolproof in that they blend out so easily and also sheer out enough where you'd really have to be trying to over apply it. The blush is buildable if you want more color, but otherwise it applies super evenly and with a soft start. Now it's time for highlighter, which is my favorite part of any makeup routine, but especially when we're going for glow. So I'm gonna give you 2 drugstore options depending on how crazy you wanna get with your highlight and your budget. My first recommendation, which is the highest rated highlighter at the drugstore, the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Highlighting Powder. This is in the shade Golden Flower Crown, a really beautiful golden champagne. Now this can get strong if you're heavy-handed with it, but it starts out subtle, so you don't have to go all out with it. Now if you want something a little bit more stroby, then I got just the thing for you. This is the Mary-Dew Manizer highlighter from theBalm. It is a liquid highlighter. Now I do consider theBalm a drugstore brand now because they are literally sold at Walgreens, but this is gonna be a little bit more expensive. It's more of a mid-range brand. This is gonna be $14.99, whereas the Wet n Wild highlighter I think is like $3. But I gotta tell ya, this is the best liquid highlighter. I mean, so I just go about dabbing it first, and then I start kind of buffing in circular motions. I also kind of work this into my temple to get that C shape. So with just what's left over on this brush, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit to my nose and my Cupid's bow. And you can even throw it a little bit under the brow bone, depending on if you have eyeshadow on or not. Have you ever seen such a beautiful night? I could almost kiss the stars. Where are my Lizzie McGuire fans at? All right, so that's the finished face routine. So you can definitely do this in conjunction with a full-on eye look and bold lip, or you can let your skin be the statement, which is what I'm gonna do today by adding just a few finishing touches on my eyes and a lip gloss. Here is the finished, flawless, glowy face. And if you feel like you need to, you can set your look using a setting spray. One that I recommend to keep the dewy look alive is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I love when you all give me product recommendations, so please let me know in the comments below what are your faves for a fresh, glowy face. Today's shout out goes to Sam. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I show you my 10-minute makeup routine when you need to rush out the door. I'll see you over there. Bye!